All praises to the Most High, to our Elohim, to our earthly mother, to Yahweh Shai. Big up to all those who are in the Mishpachah, staying away from the lies. All praise to the Most High. So we're about to see how Ham, they the motherland and they this, that, and the third. We're about to see just how strong and resourceful they are, as we will Europe and Asia. Because at the end of the day, these people are about to struggle. They think that all this is going to happen over here, when clearly it's over there. Let me say this. Let us not forget 1990, the first Iraq war. Let us not forget 2002 and on, the second Iraqi war, by the same genetic people. Literally the same. And you have folks that are out here trying to be like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. Listen, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, these people have to get all their military, every bit of it, the strongest to the weakest over there. That's why it's a joke to me to listen to these people talk about salvation and Jesus and Jacob's trouble and mark of the beast. These fools ain't got no time for no mark or no beast. They the beast. The mark is the beast. The beast is the mark. And if you dealing with the beast, hanging out with the beast, loving the beast, working for the beast, Selah, so be it. Everybody got their panties in a wad right now, trying to figure out why Donald Trump, listen, this has nothing to do with Donald Trump. This is Ish madness. This is the Herodian madness. Let us not forget. Herod was the one who sent people out to destroy the Messiah. And his people, his descendants, finished it. And Herod is Amalek. And Amalek is Khazariah. And Khazariah is Ish. So everything is pointed at Ish. And not all of Ish is bad. Not all of everyone is bad. But it's where you're allied, where you are allied, which makes it bad or good. That's why we're telling people, hey, cleave to us, because we understood. We understand, understand what's really going on here and why. Everybody dealing with the where, we dealing with the why, the whys, the wise, wise, wise. Only the wise can deal with the why. That's why it's hilarious to listen to the prophetic breakdowns of a heathen and an unlearned, unstudied Gentile. It's too late in the game now for everybody to be trying to suit up and feel sorry for, have empathy, sympathy. Listen, everybody has to meet their moment of truth. Everybody's chosen ways will be found out, will be dealt with, good or bad. The reward that people are trying to seek after is one of fame and fortune, glitz and glamour, lies and trickery. And I know for a fact that I tire of it. I tire of it. And, these people who think that they are doing some righteous deed are about to be struggling mentally. Why? Because they have to. Because that's what was written. All this extra, this fluff that they stuck into our book and our scriptures and the rest that they just pawned off as different variations of different things of no consequences. We were reading that while everybody else stuck in the 66. Oh, a nuclear holocaust is going to come to America, and America's going to be destroyed because it's Babylon. No, niggas, Babylon is over yonder. Egypt was here. Bondage was here. Babylon begat over there. Begat over there. So I feel bad for the parents, the wives, the children, but those that work for the beast, what these nigga Africans say, they chose this. For whatever reason, they chose it. And now we're about to see the culmination of all the madness over in Ishland. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. And who are we to say anything about it in the first place? It is of no consequence to me. It really isn't. Whatever shall be, shall be. The closer we can, the faster we can get these fools out the way, the faster we can get our kingdom to our day. That's why I don't have much to say about these people and their mouths who sit around and want to talk about. And I mean, my commentary is simple. Seek after the Father with all your heart, mind, body, and soul so that you can be connected via the Spirit. Love your brother and your sister, your mother and your father, those that are respectfully righteous with all your heart, and keep it moving. Because these are the days that have been written about. All praise to the Most High. We already know that. So we already know that they got to make something up. Oh, we got to make something up because the distraction has to be greater and greater. They got to make it up, instill that fear upon the earth, because that's all they got. That's all they got left. They got no joy. Look, if you had joy, you wouldn't be doing the things that they do. If you had righteousness, you wouldn't be doing the things that they do. Doing. Know what I mean? So this has all been written about for eons. And we talked about the Parade of Planets, talk about our redemption, our salvation, our restoration, the kingdom to come. This is just what must be done. The will of the Father to be done. So don't give the energy. Don't consider what is. Just deal with what you have to do. Because again, we already know the why, because we are the wise. Ain't no mark of the beast, ain't no military martial law, ain't no Jacob's trouble for all the black people, for Jacob again. No, this is done for us, son. Now we have the choice now to choose. And we are choosing wisely. Why? Because we know the whys and the why. That's why it's very important for us to not be deceived by their theater. That's why they got Puffy out here, the diddler. The diddler, they blowing up the diddler. They're going to try to show all their... And look at it. It's only vice. Everything that they're in their theater is vice. Everything. Nothing's nice. Just vice. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if it's vice that's under judgment, vice that's under scrutiny, I'm not involved. And all those that want to talk about, oh, Jesus loves everybody. Okay, well, you better get on. You best to understand who you need to cleave to. Because if you're cleaving, wanting white Jesus and black Jesus and all this narratives of Eurocentricities to be in your heart, because that is what you desire, well, then you will go down with their ship. It's as simple as that. The rest will be safe. The foolish Christians run around trying to be saved. We're trying to be safe. So now, here at a culmination of the 12th woe and the second and deep into the second curse gate month and going into July 10th of common sense and dealing with the exchange of situation that we desire, it's nothing but love for you, baby. It's nothing but love. These are the times that we're in that we have desired, we've longed for. So there's no fear. There's no fear. Only joy. For our redemption is here. All praise to the Most High, our earthly mother, and Yahweh Shai. Mishpachah, Baruch Hashem, be blessed, be Baruch, Baraka, have no fear. It's our turn because our redemption is here. Shalom.